Oh, good morning with the Canadian family. We're back at it again today. Just finished up dropping off the kids at school, doing our morning routine. You saw I put that out yesterday, what we do. Our mornings can get really hectic once in a while. My dog scratched me this morning. So I just wanted to talk about, this is my oldest son. He's 17. He's going on 18 this year. This is his last year of school, grade 12, and I'm just like, ugh. So I talked to the school the other day, and they informed me because of my son's disability, he's autistic, he is on the spectrum. I'll give you a little bit of history about him. When he was younger, like the day he was born, you can tell he was having issues. You can tell that he had a disability. It took about 2 years after that to get him diagnosed with global developmental delay. We finally got him diagnosed with autism a year after that. So around 3 years old, he was finally diagnosed with autism. He was very abusive. He was he couldn't talk or anything. He didn't start walking until about 5 years old. It took a while. Potty training took about till 10 years old because of his autism. Speaking, same thing. It took a very long time, many years for him to start speaking. I had to bring him into IBI, which in Ontario, which is intense behavioral intervention, which had to do with mainly with the hitting, the biting, screaming all the time, not getting what he wants, not able to express how he feels or what he wants. So we did that for about 2 years, and he passed. He did great. It actually helped him out a lot. It worked out a lot of the issues that he was having and that I was having a lot of issues understanding. But he's come a long way. He had a girlfriend last year. They broke up due to teenager things. And now with school, he's been doing really good in school. And you got to know this with autism. These kids, some kids can have it really badly. Some kids, they don't. According to my doctor, they can grow out of it. Talking about it gets really emotional for me because each of my kids do suffer from their own thing. Like my oldest son, he's got autism. My oldest daughter, my 24-year-old, she's got mental health issues. She was sexually assaulted when she was very, very young. So that really caused a lot of issues between me and the mom, when that happened. My youngest son, he's got high anxiety. He's 9. He's still having issues potty training. He's got stomach issues. And then my daughter, she's got mental health issues because she's been through a lot since she was little, But yeah, so they each got their own thing. But my oldest son, like grade 12 graduating, and the school's very happy with his progress and everything. He was talking to me a few months ago about college and all that. And I was like, college? I was like, wow. I'm like, you're actually thinking about college? And I can actually say, in the younger days, I didn't have hopes when it came for him for college. I wasn't thinking about anything like that. I just wanted to make sure, I was just planning to make sure he had a good life, But now I've talked to the school and they've reassured me, like, they want to bring him back to school next year. So it'd be like a grade 13, I guess. And where they're going to teach him a trade and, they're going to get him helping other students in the school and just get him prepped and get him ready for college the following year. Which I think is amazing. The school he's been going to has got a great autism program. He's got a lot of friends in that program. He's been doing really good. And when I talk about it, it's hard because he's my firstborn. He's my secondborn, but my ex-wife left when he was only a year and a half. So it's been me and him ever since, right? I've been with my wife now for 10 years, my fiance for 10 years. So she's known him since he was 9, 10. Or no, she's known him since he was 7. So, it's been coming and going, you know. We've had our hiccups, but I'm very proud of him. And just for you other parents out there who are suffering with kids with autism and Downs and all that, don't beat yourselves up, you know. I did that for the longest time. I saw a therapist, and he made me realize a lot of these kids have high potential. You know, I'm seeing more of these kids, people with a disability, autism, Downs, in movies and TV shows and commercials. So it puts a smile on my face seeing that, you know. And I've had some neighbors of mine, when they found out that my son was autistic, you know, a couple of the parents at school, and they'd ask me, you know, about my son Ricky, and I'd tell them, you know, he's on the spectrum. They're like, we don't see it. And then once I talk more about it, and some of these people, you know, I get emotional with these people, because I see how hard it is on them having to deal with a child like that. And you know, we've lost a lot of resources over the years, and I just want parents to know that they're not alone out there. There are other parents who actually understand what they're going through, and there are some people out there who just don't give a crap. You know, they either blame it on us that we're either doing stuff we weren't supposed to, or we just are not paying attention to our kids, which is just a complete load right there, I think. But you know, like, I've done my research over the years, and I've come to the conclusion that these kids are extremely special, and my son's taught me a lot of things, you know, that I didn't even know I had in myself. So I just want people to know, like, don't give up, you know, don't hate on your kids, just take the time, listen to them, because that's all they need. You know, sometimes they just need to be listened to. Sometimes they just need a little space. But you know, like I said, my son, if you were to see him today, we've come a long way, and I'm very proud of him. And I just want you guys to know, like, don't give up, keep your head up.